welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my office at 238-6716. Leave your name and a contact number, and we will get back to you. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. Viewers, I want to encourage you now to call your friends, your family, call them, send them the little WhatsApp, the video chat, the video messages, send it to them, let them know Real Talk is on the air. We are going for a short commercial break, but it's Mash-up Monday tonight. Today was the budget. I encourage you, call in tonight, let us know how the budget have affected you, in what way, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was middle class. You tell me. We will come back to you viewers after this commercial break.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable, with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropicals today. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member, or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV, real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Real Talk. Now, I want to hear from you, the viewers, about the budget. Those of you who have looked at the budget reading today in Parliament, our phone lines are 238-6716. Let me hear what you think about the budget. Now we are going to hear from some people who sitting down in some major seats. We are going to hear from Mr. Jai Leela Dar Singh, we are going to hear from Mr. Ford Khan, and we are going to hear from Mr. Devan Maharaj. Now we are going to have them on phone interacting with us as the program goes along. But I want to hear from you, the viewers, because at the end of the day, the budget comes down to the poor man in society feeling the pinch. So I want to hear from you. As we start off tonight, viewers, the budget for the year ending 2019 to 2020 was read out in Parliament on Monday, 7th October 2019 by Finance Minister Colin Imbert. Here are some things coming out of the budget 2019 to 2020. Wages for CPEP and URP workers were increased from $15 TT to $17.50 per hour. This increase is scheduled to be in full effect by December 1st, 2019. No more need for life certificate to be presented by pensioners to Treasury. Elimination of arrival forms at airport. Removal of taxes and duties on LED bulbs for 5 years. Increased investment tax credit for energy companies from 20% to 25% to stimulate exploration and development investment from January 1st, 2020. On-the-job training increased stipend by 10% and an increased intake for the program to 8,000 trainees from December 1st, 2019. I want to hear what you have to say, because the budget is for us, the people, for the high class, the middle class, and the lower class. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
This budget is an election budget. No new taxes, but all the increases that you see he given there, somebody have to pay for that. Nothing is free in this country, and especially from this PNM government. Over the years coming up, it's the same old wine in a different bottle. And if they want to do something good for the citizens of this country, I was expecting him to announce in the budget that we're going to engage the citizens in serious conversation to discontinue the office of the president. So we will save over $500 million every year, because she is getting $25,000 for not occupying the official residence, and he talk about property tax in the budget. He said property tax coming. So I, who make sacrifices over the years, till my house is complete yet, I have to pay property tax. What he talk about, people retired public servants, he giving them $3,500. Well, I know of people retired since last year, and they get 1 cent as yet. I have a relative retired and sending all her papers since last year, October. You know what is the kickback? She has to do a medical before anything could start, any process of a document. Come on, this is stupidness to the highest level. She has to do a medical. So when she tried to find where the documents are, it's in Port of Spain Hospital. They don't know where it's gone. It's gone somewhere. A medical illness from St. last year, October. She retired in January this year and can't get her money yet. So all this old talk, all you hear is lies and lies and lies and nothing.
Caller, are you there? Hello? I guess we lost that. Now, viewers, I want to hear what you think. Increase of minimum wage from $15 to $17.50 per hour from December 1st, 2019 to benefit 194,000 persons. Increase in pension, increase in personal goods. I do apologize for that. Increase in personal goods that can be imported without incurring custom duties from $3,000 to $5,000 from December 1st, 2019. Increase in tax allowance from $3 million to $6 million. Corporate sponsorship of nationals in sporting activity, culture, art, audiovisuals production, and the local fashion industry. Not bad. To amend Cooperative Society Act to increase the limit of 5,000 to transfer of shares to another person or debt of a member to 50,000. Increase wage for CPEP workers by 15% and increase fee paid to CPEP workers by 15% from December 1st, 2019. Increase wages for URP worker by 15% from December 1st, 2019. Daily paid workers in public service be eligible for minimum public service pension from $3,005 monthly. This will be a contribution pension plan. It will take effect in 2020. Listen to this again, viewers. Daily paid workers in public service be eligible for minimum public service pension of $3,005 per month. This is a pension plan. This is a pension plan. It will be effect in 2020. We have pensioners catching and nenning to get what is them or what belongs to them. Huh? Ban importation of styrofoam in the food industry and to terminate the use of plastic water bottle in government office from January 1st. So I wonder if you have to carry water now, what you're using. I wonder how we going to carry water in now. So you're going to work now in your office and you have to carry a glass bottle. So what if somebody passing by a table now, just saying it, and they arm the bottle by mistake. Says every day you buy a glass bottle to carry on your work site or in your workplace. Does that make sense? Now viewers, this is your budget. We are going for a short commercial break, but we will try to get in touch with Mr. Jai Leela Dar Singh to find out what he thinks about this 2019 to 2020 budget. Right after this.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropicals today. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV?
Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on youtube.com and TT Real Talk on facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Viewers, now Real Talk understand that daycare centers are to be catered for children under the age of 3 years old. For female headed household who meet necessary criteria. Viewers, on the line, we have the former Minister of Health, Mr. Fawad Khan. Good night, sir.
Hi, good night. How are you doing?
I want to thank you for taking time out and joining us on Real Talk program to explain some of the goodies or what you think that are given to us by the Finance Minister, Mr. Colin Imbert. Now, we understand that daycare centers are to cater for children under the age of 3 for female heads who will meet the necessary criteria. Now, when they say the necessary criteria, what do you think the Finance Minister meant by that? Only for females?
Well, the thing about it, when you say only for females, we have a fallacy in this country to deal with only females, single mothers, and those type of things. There are also single fathers in this country, and the single fathers will have 3-year-olds that are of a lower or younger age. So putting women alone is like basically telling the population it's better if you are a single mother, and so you not to have a family life. But that's another discussion. The other thing about it, that is more the social sector that you're talking about. That is not the health sector to any great extent. Health sector doesn't really deal with daycare centers and that type of things.
I just wanted to hear your view on that.
My view is this: the criteria they would use is as I say, income criteria, a single mother criteria. But I've been reading up for the last year or two, and I realized that in the United States of America, because of the increase in things to single mothers, they really destroyed the family life of the Afro-American. So that may occur here at the same time. If you keep handing out to single mothers everything else and telling them the message is don't have a husband or a father, and you'll get stuff from the government.
Okay. Now my second question to you, Mr. Khan. Hospitals are scheduled to be open across Trinidad, such as the Grandi Hospital. Now, we have a lot of hospitals in Trinidad that need upgrades. There are areas that hospitals have been the furthest thing. Now,
well, go ahead.
Only in Grandi. What about Point?
No, but there is a hospital. Remember, under the United National Congress People's Partnership, we started a hospital in Arima and Point 14. And those hospitals are due to come on stream within the next couple of months. Arima Hospital as well as Point 14 Hospital. The Grandi Hospital is a hospital that they've just turned the sod on. That might not come into being until 2022, 2023. So, but I always indicated that you cannot have a hospital in every backyard. What you need are standalone specialist centers to deal with problems. You can't have a hospital in every single part. What it would have been better if they had a hospital in Mayaro, because Mayaro people have to go to Grandi as well as San Fernando. They don't have any hospitals there. Because people in Grandy could, just a stone throw away to Arima, and the Arima Hospital is finished.
Yes.
And then you have Mount August down the road. So that is well served, that east-west corridor. It's Mayaro that isn't served.
That is why I asked you, because I know in Grandy there's Arima and there's Port of Spain right there.
Yeah.
But in Mayaro, from Mayaro, you have to leave Mayaro to come straight San Fernando.
And that is rough.
Yes, and then from Mayaro, you have to go all the way up to Grandy. So why one not in Mayaro?
That is where you need a hospital, and plus you have a high oil sector there too.
Yes.
In the same manner that you could have different traumas and burns, etc. If somebody gets burnt in the oil sector in Mayaro, in Guayari, you have to go quite or be airlifted to somewhere. They need a stabilization hospital in Mayaro. Grandy Hospital basically is only to fulfill election gimmicks.
I understand that. Now my final question to you, sir. Can you tell us how the 2019 to 2020 budget will affect the health sector here in Trinidad and Tobago? Keep in mind that we do not have a hospital in Mayaro where it's supposed to have one.
In what I heard in the budget today will make no difference, because even if you open Arima and Point 14, you have nobody to put in, no doctors and nurses to put into those hospitals. Because a lot of doctors and nurses the doctors are leaving the country because they can't get jobs. And the government has also indicated you can't pay money for more doctors and nurses. So basically, who is going to man those hospitals? What is the cost? What is the maintenance cost? What is the cost of running the hospital? It is going to be phenomenal. I think the private sector is going to be jammed and taken advantage of to get taxes, to feed what the government is doing to win an election.
Now, I want to thank you, sir, for taking the time out to join us on Real Talk to hear your views and comments about the 2019-2020 budget.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, I want to hear from you. We have a call on the line. I want to hear from you. What do you have to say? Because this budget belongs to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It belongs to you. And as the week goes by, we are going to hear. I will be calling those in authority to find out what they think about the 2019 to 2020 budget. We are going to break it down in small parts to hear what you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, think about that. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saheed.
Go right.
Doing a good work. The budget is an election gimmick where they have their now. Yeah, that's solely people.
Thank you, my dear. Removal of all tax and duties on all inputs for farmers, farming to become a tax-free industry. That is to the farmer. Caller, good night.
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Go right ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, I think the problem is budget reading. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Go right ahead.
Yeah. The state is spending all this money, but they have a right to tell you where they're getting the money from to spend it. Which, how, you know. So the fact is that he has made a lot of promises, and just like in the previous budgets, he has made a lot of promises and never materialized. It's the same thing in this kind of, the same thing in this budget. A lot of promises, and you don't know if it's going to materialize. If you could not believe him then, how you going to believe him now?
Thank you. 25 buses will be on the road by December 2019, powered by CNG. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Masari.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, Masari, this pension for this daily paid business, right? It's totally out of context and it's waste of time. Here, what's going on? These people in daily paid paying a contribution, right?
Yes.
The senior citizens not paying a contribution. And it's the same money they getting together with the senior citizen. Monthly pay don't pay a contribution. They get a government pension from age 60 when they retire. The compulsory retirement age for daily paid is at 65. Right?
Yes,
Unless they bring it back to 60 also. So how could these people be paying a contribution and getting the same money as senior citizens? I feel budget, in my point of view, is this government eating the meat and throwing the bone at the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And this is something we cannot accept. And all that big money they put will go in some loophole and somebody pocket again. The citizens will get nothing. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. No, but now banning styrofoam is one thing, but the use of plastic bottle in government office, oh God, with a plastic bottle on a table, when you pass and your hand hits it by mistake, it will fall. But when you're carrying a glass bottle and you rest it on your desk and someone pass and touch it by mistake, what will happen? It will fall and bounce back? No. Call her good night.
Hello.
Go right ahead.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. And good night to everybody out here. Mr. Saeed, our Chavez style economics, we in serious trouble. They gave them $2.50 and some light bulbs. What nonsense is this, Mr. Saeed? You understand? This man stopped NIS benefits. We used to get an automatic benefit, right?
Yes.
And he stopped it in 2016. He said in 2019, January of 2019, they were reinstated. Look, the budget come and not a word about NIS benefits, like survivors benefits, widow and orphan, and all these things. Absolutely nothing, Mr. Saeed. I don't know, you see, and then they raised CPEP, and CPEP contractors getting more. That is just an election gimmick. So I'll give you a little more and you vote for me. But I'm warning people, don't fall for it. Because after the election, if they win the next election, they're going to bust our throats, Mr. Saeed. Thanks a lot and have a good evening.
Same to you, my dear. Hear us now. In the budget, hear what I read, New operator for Magdalena Grand in Tobago. Is a hotel in Tobago to rebrand under a new operator. Just imagine they bring out that in the budget. A new operator for a hotel in Tobago, and they bring that in the budget and they read it out. Are you think it easy? No. They have one or two things in the budget, I wouldn't say no. You understand? But all through the year, Point 14 Highway to be scheduled to be completed at the end of 2020. Through the year, we know that. Current the change to be commissioned by March 2020. We know that. Parking meter in Port of Spain and San Fernando. Well, we don't even have place to park, but you bring in parking meter. Will you create any car park? Call her good night.
Yes, hello?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, man. All this talk about spending money, right? What about the workers? They own all this back pay, all this key and tech workers, teachers, public workers, all these things. Why are they talking about that? They want to build and build and build, all kind of things. You understand? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You see, we have all sorts of things. All sorts of things. 3 billion in interest-bearing government bonds to registered VAT business to meet their arrears tenure of 5 years and interest of 1.5 per annum. Parking meter, we don't have place to park, but you bring in parking meter. Listen to this next one. Traffic ticket to be paid through TT Post. Freeing up the courts from the burden of ticket fines. How many people have been complaining about pension being stolen, checks being stolen? Now you want to pay a ticket now through TT Post. What about if the TT Post van get hold up and robbed? What's going to happen? Did anybody think about that one? Thousands of dollars now will be going missing from vehicles, from TTPO's vehicle when this started to happen. Do we have Minister Devan Maharaj on the line? Viewers, we have with us on the line is Mr. Devan Maharaj. Mr. Maharaj, good night, sir.
Good night, how are you?
I'm okay. I want to thank you for joining us and sharing your views on the 2019-2020 budget.
Well, I'm looking specifically at the agricultural contribution by the minister, and I must say, I don't think the agricultural community have much to look forward to. There was no mention of anything for flood mitigation, crop insurance, and any sorts of compensation for the flood damages, which have been now a feature annually for the agricultural community. The Pradia Lasni squad, which was much needed in the community to address scourge of Pradia Lasni, was totally ignored. We have 1,100 acres of state land being given away to one individual, and passing reference is made to that, and I guess the citizens don't have a clue what are the terms of arrangement with that that particular property being given away to one individual, where the state had spent millions of dollars over successive governments to develop the site for as a livestock center up in a repo. In fact, under my administration, we invested quite heavily in a pasteurization unit on the site. Who gets that now remains up in the air. The government has spent millions of dollars with the Moruga agro-processing plant, which they boast about, and which they intend to run in the marginal constituency. But the packing houses, which was constructed under the last administrations in Brookfield, Tabakeet, in Brecon-Castle, Hoover, as well as the Piaco packing house, they are given that to some private contractor to run again. So it seems to be that they're playing politics with agriculture. We hear about a $10 million for IT for the land registry unit and to supply internet. But farmers still have issues with land tenure. They have leases that are not valid. They are void. Essentially, the vast majority of farmers in Trinidad are squatting. They hold a lease that is lapsed. I don't know how that $10 million was spent. Who get the contract for this thing? How does internet really help farmers when you're in a factory field somewhere or the other? You're on your phone on Facebook at that point in time?
I understand.
I think it was really insulting to the agricultural community. He made passing reference to the cocoa industry winning prizes internationally, but guess what? The cocoa industry was winning prizes for the last 20 years internationally. There was no mention about the allocation to the cocoa board and how they intend to revitalize the cocoa industry. Only a couple of months ago, cocoa farmer Chattergoon from Tabakeet was complaining that he can't sell his beans, right? So the closest thing that happened to any sort of turnaround of the cocoa industry happened to our administration in 2014 when we repealed the Cocoa and Coffee Board in the Industry Act, where the only person you could sell your cocoa and coffee to was the state. By repealing that, it allowed for cocoa farmers to sell to cocoa processors and to each other, and that, as a result, has spurred the explosion in the local chocolate industry with the coffee, with the cocoa bars, chocolate bars happening from Montserrat Estate, from Mana, and that has really spurred a new dimension in the cocoa industry. But we haven't heard anything tangible about what he's doing for rice, tilapia. We hear he's bringing down tissue for coconut. No update on the red palm mite disease, which has decimated large swaths of the coconut industry. I mean, what's the point of bringing down new planting material when we have a serious bioinfestation? Total allocation for agriculture is $700 million, $0.7 billion. But when I was there, that was the amount for recurrent expenditure, for staffing, payments, and what you already have on the books. So it means that there's no developmental project, nothing new is going to happen in the agricultural sector because there's no proper allocation for it.
Now, Mr. Maharaj, what did you expected or was looking for concerning the agriculture sector in Trinidad and Tobago to bring down the billions that are being spent? What are some of the ideas in a short statement?
Well, I would have thought that, for example, in the cocoa industry, some strategic linkages with international chocolatiers whereby our cocoa, which has the highest price in the world and is in demand, but we have an inability to market it. There will be some trust in that area. Our hot peppers, in which is demanded all over the world as far as Australia, and I was picking up on that carrying green, that some attention would have been paid to that. The honey industry is another industry that we have internationally reputable honey, that a honey lab, which was envisioned under my administration to actually test honey and to certify it for export outside, would have been going in that direction. The rice industry, it was something which has been taking off, it has now declined considerably. But the farmers are asking for predial last-me officers. What's the point of planting produce and it's getting ripped off tonight? In fact, speaking to the Commissioner of Police, he has indicated nearly every single community in Trinidad with the agriculture sector has a presence. Predial last-me is the cry. So I would have thought putting resources in the predial last-me unit would have been a priority to assist the community for sure.
Mr. Marge, I want to
have to go on and on, but I think there's a total failure for the agricultural community. The taxes that he claimed that no farmers would pay, I don't know my farmers paying taxes anyway, because they making the losses. And the duties and so on chemicals, I think a large part of it were not subject to any duties in the first place.
True. Mr. Marge, I want to thank you for taking the time out. In the coming days, we will keep in touch with you as more reviews from the budget 2019 to 2020.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, listen to this. You are going to love this, you know. Heritage Petroleum Limited already profitable revenue of 3.287 billion in the first 3 quarters, resulting in net profit of $543.5 million. In what? In the first 3 quarters of what? 2019. Am I right? So listen to this now. If Petroleum Heritage Limited could have made this kind of profit in the first 3 quarters of the year, resulting in $543.5 million, what and why did they have to shut down the refinery? Huh? Somebody say something. It's coming out in the budget now. And you know who is going to bring Real Talk to you? No other than Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, boy. They talk about agriculture, right? But them are doing nothing for the agriculture people in Trinidad and Tobago, boy. They're supposed to build processing plant. They're supposed to dig pond. They're supposed to build road. They're supposed to do all them things and help the farmers. Them are helping no farmers nothing. Them only trying to build a highway for minimum $1 million, and they throw away agriculture in this country. Yeah, they have farmers begging when they plant the garden. They have to go side of the highway and they have to sell it. They have to do all kind of things. A car could bounce them down, a truck could bounce them and kill them. So them are doing nothing for agriculture. Them have mouth from here to all over the world.
Thank you, my friend. You know what I was expecting for agriculture? Seeing that we spend billions in importing, I was expecting the ministry to actually remove VAT and tax, or all taxes, all VAT from chemical. Because let me tell you something, chemical very expensive, you know. Very, very expensive. New housing loan initiative, where low interest rate loan will be made available with government guarantees up to 300,000 to people who want to build their own homes. To start it, the people don't have sustainable jobs. They don't have job securities. So, you want to give them low interest loan with government assurance. So what about these thousands of homes that it have that HDC built throughout Trinidad and Tobago? You're talking about low interest loans to build houses. What about low interest loans? So these houses that it have stand up there waiting for an earthquake to shake it down, why you don't give it out to the public? We're talking about homes. You want to build 6,000 new homes by December 2020 and 3,000 per annum therefore. You have houses put down here. You want to make arrangement for government to give assurance for low income interest of $300,000. You want to build 6,000 new houses by 2020, but you have these thousands of homes here that HDC bill put down. People can't get through here to buy these houses, and them, how the hell they gonna get through to a loan to build a house? And while these put on there, HDC houses put on there, these people can't get loan to build a house, but you're gonna build 6,000 houses again by the end of 2020. You tell me if the house industry or owning a home is made available cheap in Trinidad. You see, when you hear you touch on homes, it is tripped me, because it is say low interest. What is low interest? When a policeman working permanent with TTPS and can't get a mortgage to buy a HDC home, now you want to give him low interest now, up to $300,000. How far $300,000 go in? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Ali, this budget, this election budget they bring to us, we the people, we taking what they give it. Anything they give it, we taking it. But election coming, we waiting for them enough. You see, Toko Sani Gandhi, this woman, we waiting for Chingani for coming for service, we go to run cheap. You know, a previous caller said there's no way the government will get money to run for this budget. You know, I think it's Ron and will lend them the money. In 2 years, he worked as Minister of Transport. That's what he did. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Before we go on a commercial break, viewers, listen to this, 200 tablets for police vehicle for immediate reference of ticket offenders. 50 dashboard cameras, 300 body cameras, surveillance drone, polygraph equipment, and drug testing equipment for police officers. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. This is Saieed, and this is Real Talk.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable, with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropicals today. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member, or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV. Real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. We have a call on the line. Caller, good night. Go right ahead, my friend.
Right, as usual, budget comes around and the debate goes on. Some would like it, who for the government, some would not like it, who against the government. And as usual, we go on with the routine, like we are accustomed in this country. But what you have to ask yourself is, how is the development of our country? In what direction the country is going? With every budget that has been read so far, no matter who was in government, especially with government now that is in office. We haven't seen any sort of new initiative to bring in any sort of foreign currency into our country. We have, with this government, all they have done was cut back on employment, shut down all the jobs, stop all the infrastructure work in the country, fixing the roads and the schools that was incompleted and the lack of care of the hospitals and every single thing. So they save a lot of money. And now we're seeing this money brandishing itself throughout the economy. They give minimum wage increase, they give URP increase. But where is the country heading? What
direction?
What direction are we seeing?
Thank you, my friend.
That we all live in.
Thank you, my friend. That is so true. Now, all you listen to this, eh? Sometimes I just wonder if people really mad, you know. You ever went in a grocery and make grocery and tell them put on the credit list? Listen this. Approval to THA to utilize bond financing up to $300 million to finance critical project based on credit worthiness. Who is the most reputable contractors in Trinidad and Tobago? I won't mention their names. I wouldn't mention their names. So now they're looking for credit worthiness. That's what you're looking for. Credit worthiness. So if I doing bad with credit, nothing for me. You doing bad with credit, nothing for you. You doing bad with credit, nothing for you. Next thing you know, it's the same people coming and getting jobs. You see, you have to understand how this thing rolling, you know. You have to understand how this functioning, you know. Because we have people, we have contractors in Trinidad. You can't finish a contract on time. You overrolling price. You have finished this contract on the date, and it costs you more. But you want to finish this project. You're bidding for this project. You want this one. You can't finish this one, you know, but you want this one. Call a good night.
Good night, sir. Yo. So good to hear you, Mr. Saida. Real good news for you, boy. But I wouldn't go there. Let me just voice my opinion on this budget. Mr. Said, I just want to say this, all right? I can remember Dr. Eric Williams saying that a democratic country, it offers the protocols of distribution equally in houses, in lands, in works, in everything, in jobs, everything. That's a democratic country. Can you, Mr. Saieed Ali, you're a great guy and I love you for this. Mr. Said, could you tell me, sir, in this 4 years that the PNM has been in power, there was an equal distribution of lands and houses and whatever? Can you tell me that, sir? I know you bring our budget to Drumbe. You have a good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Minister of Finance Colin Umbert on Monday in Parliament during the budget review noted that the PNM administration invested more than 28 billion in the education sector. Take a look at this.
Madam Speaker, we have a proud record in expanding educational opportunities in the recognition of the right of each one of our citizens to a good quality education. Every positive impact on education in the country since independence has been through an initiative of the People's National Movement. In the last 4 years, we have invested more than $28 billion in the education sector. Since the early 2000s, sustained public investment in early childhood care.
You have heard for himself, 28 billion in the education system in Trinidad and Tobago. Have any school been built from foundation to finish? No. How many schools have been repaired 100% in the last 5 years? 0. How many schools in Trinidad and Tobago, come back to me, how many schools in Trinidad and Tobago have been finished 95% under the former administration and 5% again to finish? How many of that school have been open to the students or the children in Trinidad and Tobago? How many? But we have the Minister of Finance saying they have spent 28 billion in the education system. One thing I would love that minister to do is to publish where and how the 28 billion was spent in the schooling industry in Trinidad and Tobago. Because to my knowledge, the only thing they have done is pay teachers and some still in negotiation and food. Food meaning the box lunch. And with that and all, many people have been complaining that they did not get pay. And in schools, you had to carry your toilet paper. You see, when all I want to talk, all I had to come straight, you know. When you're calling your figures, come straight. 28 billion in taxpayers' dollars. What do you have to show for it? How many schools have been down? How many schools are in repair? How many schools, 95% finished, 5% to finish to open back, and none of it? Tutors in negotiation, 28 billion. Coming to Heritage Petroleum. Just imagine a profitable company. First quarter. Net profit 543.5 million in the first quarter. What happened to the company before Heritage came into effect? What's wrong with that company? They run up in debt? Alright. Who was heading the company when they run up in debt? Who started to head this petroleum now? Who started to head it? Who was the chairman? Oh gosh. Come now, man. I had to remind all everything. Everything I had to remind all you. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. It was indeed a mashup Monday. Rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We will be right back here on Tuesday night for another episode of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. So until then, viewers, be safe. Enjoy.